absolutely gorgeous weather. Okay, I'll move it up. There we go. Welcome to Lake George. I'd like to thank Mother Nature for giving us absolutely beautiful weather. My name is Scott Eater. I'm a lead instructor with Wreckmaster. I have Will Kane right here, also a lead instructor with Wreckmaster. And someone I've got is military, Dave Logan, one of our lead instructors with Wreckmaster. We are here today with Sava. Sorry, Mike keeps cutting in and out. I'm here today with Sava. We're going to be demonstrating a one-lane parallel upright. Mike keeps cutting in and out, sorry. Of a bus. We're using one truck. It's a module we do in our 4 or 5 classes. What we're doing here today, before you go and train, and you do come to our 2, 3, and 4, 5 class. It will look easy. The rigging needs to be inspected and done properly. It can be dangerous if it is not done. So I do advise that if you want to do something like this, that you do come to our class. You can check us out on www.wreckmaster.com. We have classes all across the country, pretty much every weekend of the month. In this module, we are not using a control vehicle, something Wreckmaster usually does in most of its upritings. We are using Sava's landing bags. It's another option and another tool that we have in our toolbox. We like working with other vendors, doing networking with them, and showing them opportunities to do recoveries in other ways. When we rig, we always watch our workload limits. We calculate and we figure to stay safe. Too many operators today get injured, guys, on silly situations. It is very dangerous what we do every day. I want you guys to realize, and from my heart, I want you to be safe. During this demonstration, we'll be uprighting the bus with the one truck in the front. We do a two truck upright. In this situation, we're using one. If you notice, our boom is high because we want a lot of lift. We don't want it to be pulled forward. So we're going to try to get as much lift as possible, as quickly as possible. We have a low line, as you can see. If you look at it, it's kind of like arm wrestling. What we're doing is grabbing that front axle, pulling it into the chassis, and driving it in and pulling it over. The heaviest part, we're looking at the motor and the tranny, correct? So we want to get that driven down as hard as possible. Then our high line brings it over so we don't go all squiggly and we don't look all pretty. We want to keep it as nice as possible. In this module, as I said, we use the Sava's landing bags. We're not using a control vehicle, so it's going to come down on the bags, and it will gently, slowly lower it to the ground. Does anybody here have any questions or anything about the rigging that we've done? We're using a 6x36 strap up for our high line with a continual loop around the rear top axle. We haven't used a chain at all on the high line. It's all synthetic. On the front axle, we have an axle tie down that we go directly to with a sister chain. Then we'll compress that front axle and pull it down, bringing it off the snatch block on the opposite side corner, driving that down in. If you notice, we strapped the hood. The reason why we strapped that hood is, God forbid this vehicle starts to twist and that hood pops open, what's going to happen? It's not going to be pretty. We don't want to see that hood open up, so we'll strap that closed to make sure that it stays closed. You guys ready to see this uprighted? I'm ready to see it uprighted. Will?
You got a person back there.
Everyone's clear?
And a wheelchair behind him.
We're good? They're telling me we're good now. Dan, Will, stop bringing the line. As you notice, he gets a little aggressive on that front line. He wants to get it to dig in so it doesn't start to pull forward. The high line is now taking over. The low line will go slack. And it lays down soft as can be, thanks to Sava's landing bags. If the bus wasn't that old, we probably wouldn't even have seen that much dust. And I think this one's been sitting in storage for a little time. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your loyalty to Wreckmaster over the years. Wreckmaster appreciates all that you do for us, and we appreciate you as the tow operators. Please come visit us at www.wreckmaster.com. Come to one of our classes. We would love to see you, and we would love to share our knowledge with yours.